With the Netflix adaptation having created a new sequel series in Castlevania Nocturne, I've seen a lot of people new to the franchise ask who is Richter Belmont in relation to Trevor and Sypha from the first series, if he's their son or otherwise. So, I decided to make a quick and dirty Mythology in a Minute, giving a brief rundown for new fans as to the Belmont family lineage from the games. It won't touch on a lot, rather, it's for anyone just wanting a very quick introduction to the family's genealogy. The family started with Leon Belmont, who in 1094 was the first Belmont to fight vampires, gain the vampire killer whip, and face what would become Dracula later down the line. Leon was a knight of the Crusades until he quit his holy calling to hunt down the vampire Walter Bernhard, with a staunch moral code, and swore his family would hunt vampires and monsters from there on, starting the bloodline. Next came Trevor Belmont in 1476, several centuries after Leon. The Belmonts had been exiled from Wallachia prior to Trevor's birth due to their frightening power and skill, and Trevor was the last trained Belmont the Church sought out when Count Dracula first declared his war on humanity. Trevor was the first Belmont to kill Dracula, with the aid of several other hunters, and his work helped put the Belmont clan back in the hearts of people as a force for good. In 1576, Christopher Belmont would rise to the call of hunting Dracula as the vampire rose from his natural 100-year resurrection cycle, and would defeat the Count single-handedly. Unfortunately, Christopher didn't actually kill Dracula, and 15 years later his son Soleil would be kidnapped by the vampire, forcing Christopher to hunt again to save his son and end the Count. Christopher's descendant Simon Belmont became the most famous of the clan for centuries, when in 1691 he would hunt and kill Count Dracula after another 100 years had passed. Simon would end up being cursed by the Count, however, and 7 years later would need to gather Dracula's unholy remains to destroy him completely and free himself of the curse and save his own life. Just Belmont was Simon's grandson with an affinity for magic who could wield spells and holy weapons alike. In 1748, Just was forced to venture into a spectral castle that looked eerily like Dracula's own, to seek out a kidnapped friend and solve the mystery of the castle's sudden early resurrection. When a dark priest aided in resurrecting Dracula in 1792, Richter Belmont was called into the family's duty to kill the Count and save several kidnapped maidens. Richter was the strongest Belmont yet, with a great arsenal of techniques, and was able to free the maidens and kill Dracula. Unfortunately, Richter too fell to a curse from the dark priest, and inadvertently aided in the resurrection of Dracula's castle 5 years later before being freed by Dracula's son, Alucard. Julius Belmont was the final Belmont to fight Dracula during the prophesized Demon War of 1999, when Dracula resurrected at ultimate strength. Julius, with the aid of the Church and other groups, succeeded in not only killing Dracula but also ending his ability to resurrect by sealing his castle in an eclipse. The act caused him to lose all of his memories for 36 years, until he regained them in 2035 when a plot to use Dracula's reincarnation came to a head. So there is a quick rundown of the main Belmont family bloodline for new fans. There's several Belmont offshoot families, such as the Morris clan and others, that have their own stories, but for now you have a gist of all of the main, and currently canon, Belmont line. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe for future Castlevania lore and history videos.